So you want to know what a Spartan Trifecta is and what it means and what it does for you. Before I get into that, I'm going to explain why I decided to make this video. Real quickly, I do a lot of hiking and I wear a lot of Spartan shirts. I have a lot of Spartan shirts, I've done a lot of races. So people typically ask me, what is a Trifecta, what is a Spartan race? So I'm going to explain right now. There are three major parts to a Spartan race. Now, three majors, there's other parts to it, but there's three major parts. Now, the first one, sprint. Second one, super. Third one, beast. Now, the sprint is done in two different types of places. It's either on a mountain, which is a ski resort or something like that, or it's done in a stadium. Stadiums are typically easier than the mountains. All right, so you gotta choose what fitness level you're at to choose which race you want to be at. Okay, so the sprint is typically 3 to 4 miles. All right, so that's the beginner level, and there's nothing wrong with that. It's still tough. And after that, you have the super. The super is blue. Now, the blue is particularly 8 to 10 miles, and that is always done on a mountain, in the woods, outside, you know, the mud, which is much more fun. So you have that, and on top of that, you have the beast. Now, the beast is green. That's looking like about 13 plus miles, 13 to 16 miles. Now, that's the big one. That's when your fitness level, or you're very, very confident in your fitness level. So those are the three major races, okay? So when you do the sprint, you get this medal right here. Get this beautiful red medal. It's a little dirty right now, but you get the red medal, and then in the back of it you get this nice little pie piece. That's what you get. Now remember the pie piece. So this is for completing sprint. So you've completed your sprint, you feel pretty good about it, but the problem is you feel like you could do more. So that's why they made the super. Now, the super is particularly blue, and then once you complete the blue, which is, like I said, about 8 to 10 miles, you get one of these. Beautiful blue medal with the blue ribbon, all that good stuff. And, of course, the pie piece. Now, remember the pie piece. That's important. So now, after you completed your beautiful super, depending on where it's at, mostly the mountains. Now, a sprint you could do in two different ways. It could be either the stadium sprints, which are particularly easier for, you know, beginners and things like that, and then there's other ones like Tuxedo Ridge, which is pretty much on a ski resort mountain, and that will be your super. Okay, now the third one, the major part, is the beast. Now, people typically start sprint, super, beast. Some start beast, and then, you know, whichever race is available. But now we have the beast. Now the beast is always on a ski resort or a mountain, and what happens is this: you get done with that, you get the green, this one, okay? You get the green medal, and you also get beautiful pie piece. And there you go, there's the pie piece again. So this is how it works. You get all three, that is your first trifecta. All three, okay? You get trifecta, and I'm gonna show you what it looks like. So you completed all your races, you completed all 3 races, and you're like, okay, I got my trifecta. You're happy because that's an accomplishment. Doing all 3 of them, testing yourself, that is an accomplishment. So what you do is you buy this piece right here, where you take those pie pieces that I told you about, and you just place them one by one, put them all together, and as you can see, it becomes a Spartan face. Check that out. Isn't that nice? That is beautiful. That is a beautiful thing to have, just like that. It was an accomplishment for me. So yeah, so when I got this, I felt good about it. I was happy that I got this trifecta. I did all 3. That's an accomplishment for a lot of people, especially if you're just getting into fitness. But then somebody came along, and as I got my trifecta, I saw somebody walking around with a medal I haven't seen yet. And you get that medal, what do you have to do? And he said you have to have 2 trifectas to get this medal. And instead of putting the pie pieces together, this is the medal you get here. Already comes with a Spartan face with the different color ribbons. Now, I particularly like this medal. This medal is definitely worth the extra 3 races. No problem with that. So I did that, and this is what I got. I got this one. It says it on the back, Trifecta 2. It's great. All right. Now, before I get into the more bit of the trifectas, when you do other races, certain special events, special races gets different types of medals, different ways of looking. So I did Lake Tahoe's Beast, and then here we go again. Turn it around. Here we go. Something different, and you know, if you remember 50 Cent's, you know, it spins. It's actually pretty cool. I liked it, you know. So that's how that worked. So when you get multiple trifectas, the medals grow. They get better. You get another trifecta, you did 2 already. So this is 2. Trifecta 2. After you get trifecta 2, you decide to do it again. You get another one of these. There you go. Trifecta number 3. Now let's do a comparison. Here's 2. Here's 3. You can't even see 2 anymore. They get bigger. Every trifecta you get, they get bigger. I don't mind a big medal. I like big medals. No problem with that whatsoever. Alright, so you decide to do it again. So now, here's number 4. This is what 4 looks like. Gets a little bit bigger. Almost, actually, yeah, almost the same size as the circle in the shirt. There you go. Trifecta 4. Now, see, you went hard, you did your thing. You say, you know what, I want to get one more trifecta. And you do it. Now you travel to different places to get these, because obviously you can't do the same race and get credit for it. So what you do is you go to another destination, whether, you know, wherever they have a Spartan race, and you number 5. So you get trifecta number 5. Now I love this. This was definitely an accomplishment for me, because simple fact is, this is the first year I've ever done a Spartan race, and I got 5 trifectas. And the best part about it is, put it around your neck, bang, and you look like Flavor Flav wearing this. Now obviously they get bigger and bigger the more trifectas you get, but I started late in the season, which was not an excuse, but it was a journey doing it. And what I mean by a journey, let me get you a full figure frame of what it looks like to wear one of these things. So I'll step back for you, and this is what it looks like to wear this big medal around your chest like Flavor Flav. Now, the trifecta 4 medal. So here's 2, here's 3. Put those together, and then you take this one. And 5 is just bigger than all of them. So, and that's what it is for a trifecta. Now, if you want to step your game up a bit, if you really want to compete and you really want to see what you're made of, one of the things you can do is, well, the Ultra Beast. Now, the Ultra Beast is literally 2 laps of the Beast in one day, and there's a lot of time cut off, so you have to make the time cut off to get this medal. And these are the different medals for Spartan races. Now there's other pie pieces you can get for endurance races, but we'll talk about that another time. But for now, this is what you get for 2 laps of the Beast, which is the Ultra Beast. And then for every trifecta you get, so every Sprint Super Beast you do within that year, you get a bigger medal. And that's trifectas explained.